What's up, guys? Welcome back. The first thing we're gonna do today is go back to what we did last night. We'll just go over it real quick. The bumper was wrapped. If you guys need a refresh, we did this in three pieces actually. There was an inlay here first, an inlay here, and then we wrapped the whole entire panel. We made cuts right here. Obviously off the paint, we did those open air cuts, and then we flapped the material down, and you can't see really any of the seams. Johnny did a really, really good job. Looks like a paint job. So shout out to Johnny, good job, bro. Thanks, man. Say good morning to the vlog.
Good morning, people. I hope you guys are having a great, what is today? Tuesday, Thursday?
Today's Wednesday, bro. Remember the message that I told you this morning?
Wednesday, bro.
Change your inner energy, change your outer results.
Exactly.
And that's how we're gonna do it today. All right, guys, so back on the Supra. If we go over here, you see the door jamb was done last night by your boy himself, AKA Daniel. So I got this all knocked out. The first thing I did this morning with actually everything, I went here and over to the bumper, was I did another post heat. So directly after wrapping both of these panels, we post heated them, which is the act of getting the material extra hot. And in this case, it was 180 to 200 degrees to make sure that the material loses its memory. That was already done last night, but because the paranoid side of me didn't allow me to sleep last night, because if you do not post heat overstretched or stretched panels, they will pop up. So making sure that that's done properly is key. We did it last night, and the first thing I did this morning was post heat it again, just to make sure, because you will know right away if your wrap's gonna fail or not just by post heating. You know, you go in, you post heat the panel, if stuff starts moving around immediately, you know you got a problem, and you know you should address it, because if it leaves, it's probably gonna come back. First thing I did this morning was post heat everything. Everything laid perfectly, everything stayed where it's supposed to be, so I know we did everything right. I'm really happy about that. Today's goal is gonna be to wrap the entire quarter panel here, the hatch. Before I can do that, I have to do the door jamb. So I'm gonna knock the door jamb out, and you guys already seen that, so let's make it quick. 3, 2, 1. Door jamb's done. This is what it looks like. I got everything put back together. Looks really, really good. If you guys didn't know, there is a piece that goes right here that says Supra on it, so it's gonna cover all of this. So it's not 100% perfect right here. You'll see that there's a little bit of the glue that's left from the adhesive piece that goes here. So we didn't really go all the way in to clean all that out because it's not necessary. All this is actually covered. Basically, 90% of what I wrap is gonna be covered up, but it's gonna look really, really good when it all comes together. So we'll put that Supra piece on pretty quickly here. But here's what the door jambs look like. When I did it, I set everything to the recess real nicely, so nothing's gonna bubble up. Everything's been post-heated really nicely. I did remove this. I also removed the rubber trim there. If you guys want to know more about how we did the door jambs, watch the previous vlog because it's all about the door jambs. Another thing going on over here is Anthony has been unwrapping the bumper. So if you guys
3 hours, bro.
3 hours in. If you guys been tuning into the vlogs, you guys know that when this car originally showed up here, it was already wrapped. Most of it was removed, but the front bumper was not. So the car was wrapped elsewhere. I'm not sure who did it, and no big deal. There was some damage on this, or it looked like it was prepped or worked on at some point and then wrapped. But there was a hidden crack under. You can tell this was already repaired. There's another crack right there. You can tell that it was already repaired when they did their first wrap, but the crack is back and it's looking pretty bad. I just reached out to the owner of the vehicle and he said that he wants to repair it and get it done right. So we're gonna send the bumper off to get I don't know what they're gonna do. They have to fix that crack. Once the bumper comes back to us, then we'll wrap it. Hopefully that doesn't slow down our timeline because we're making really, really good speed. This thing should be mainly done today, but who knows how long the body shop's gonna take, so we'll keep you guys updated. Johnny and I are gonna get to wrapping. You guys get to watch. Hope you guys are enjoying. Johnny and I are about to kill it. Like I've been saying and I keep talking to you guys about, this is gonna be done totally different than we always do. We're starting here. The material's gonna work its way around, all the way around. We are gonna do the hatch in a separate piece, so there will be a pretty big unused piece here, but the reason why we wanna do that is because we wanna give extra tuck in here because this is a white car, so we have to get really far in there. But once again, starting from the side, working all the way over, and we're gonna keep that within direction. So what we're doing here is these doors will also do the same, all this way to the roof that way, fenders to the hood that way. Totally different than we always do. Johnny and I still don't know if it's gonna work, but hey, we're gonna learn together. And if you guys wanna see if it works, stick around for the vlog because it's new for us to do this direction. Going around, not what we do. Not doing this is not normal for us. We do usually around the car, but we wanted to avoid a seam right here, and that's why we did it, because we didn't want to put a seam right here. We're going straight over. I don't know if that's making any sense at all, but we're just gonna keep repeating it. This is a total different way of wrapping. We've never done it this way, but I think it's gonna really work out and look really good. No seams, nice and clean, look like paint. Johnny, do you believe in me?
Believe in you, bro.
Let's get it. Now that we got the panel laid, we're gonna start from the center. We're gonna work our way down. Because we have a window here, we're gonna cut a relief cut, which is gonna allow me to shift some of the material this way. Along with the wheel well. I'll cut another relief cut here, because if you notice, there's some white showing here, and that's because the way this material kind of wanted to move forward. But the relief cut here and a relief cut here will help us bring the material that way, and it will allow us to get this all done in one piece.
Guys, now that everything's laid, we're actually gonna start the trimming process, and that's just pretty much getting the material to where it needs to be and carefully cutting everything out.
Instead of just cutting directly on the hatch and getting our overlap to go in, what we're gonna do is we're leaving about 2 inches of extra material so we can flap it back, open the hatch, tuck it all the way in, get a nice clean finish. The purpose of that is, being a white car, when you see things from the corner, you don't wanna look in there and see white. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way in, make sure we're hiding all the color. This color of the car from the outside is just gonna look like this. You're not gonna see it in between the cracks, hence why we did the door jambs and why we have the fenders off. We're making sure that this car doesn't look white anymore. The reason why we put the tape there is for multiple reasons. I didn't want the vinyl to stick super heavy to it because I wanted to be able to lift it. So when you have tape down, the vinyl doesn't adhere too well to the top of this tape. So it really allowed me to get in there, tuck my edge, and then make my cut. I'm cutting pretty close to that rubber trim. So that blue tape also helps me kind of get a guide and understand where I'm at and not damage the actual trim. I did mention earlier, it's a 20-year-old trim, so it's very, very easy, it's delicate, but regardless, any vehicle, brand new, you know, you want to take care of these trims. So that's what I did here, is I just taped it off for that reason. And I'm glad I did, because it came out clean. I want to lay this section, and then I'm going to work my way out. Should just relax into place. I don't really need to stretch too much, so it'll be just enough. My line is there. All right, now that the passenger side's done, we're gonna work our way over here. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna shift most of the material over here, and then I'll work a little bit down. I don't wanna pull too much because I don't wanna give too much tension down here. You wanna usually bring it to the side. but I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing because there's some roundness here that's gonna cause a little bit of issue. So let's take, wow, this thing is dying. Let's take this way. Right to the corner there, right? So now I have basically what I want, and is this kind of like, not triangle, and this one's a little round, but now I can start working into each other. I'll just check this out.
He's got nothing left. Okay, so I saw that you basically went big triangle and you moved.
You're shifting them into smaller and smaller.
Gotcha.
Wiggle it, bro.
Just wiggle it.
So this technically is almost a triangle, but it's not at a certain spot. I want to do this.
Holy
Sorry.
shit.
I saw that one coming, dude.
It's the dumb again.
So when you work a triangle into itself, though, you're left with that like bigger piece. How does that?
Well, I got more that I'm gonna have to work this way.
Okay, so it's all
Right
all
now-
about just trying to work it to the side.
Yeah, and right now I wanted to lay this middle part, especially because we're really close on material size. See how we barely had enough to make it over? But I also don't want to have a whole bunch of tension down here. So I'm just really focusing on getting this middle part laid. You're gonna see the material jump. All right, so we made it pretty far today. I'll show you exactly what we got done. And from the back of the car, it looks so good. It looks like it's done already. So it's very, very pleasing. If you look behind me, look at this thing.
Keep it short if you can.
I specifically asked Anthony before he left, I said, please put on the bumper, please put on the taillights, because I want to show these guys how good it looks. And even myself, before I go to bed tonight, I want to know that the back of the car is done. You start making your way around and you'll know that the doors are still off, the side skirt's not done, the fenders aren't on, we still gotta do this. So guess what? That comes in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys are enjoying the Supra series, please comment below and let me know. I hope you guys are enjoying just the idea of breaking the content and going a little bit more in depth into the projects, because I'm enjoying filming them for you guys. Another big thing we've been doing is our Instagram. Our Instagram's been crazy lately. If you really wanna stay in tune with what Premium has going on, up to date, follow our Instagram story. We've been going crazy with it. There's our train that everybody knows about. We've been going crazy on Instagram. I looked at impressions on it. We had like 2 million impressions over the last like 10 days. Insane. That means you guys are tuning into our stories. Probably more than our YouTube is getting views. I would say that. Maybe. So YouTube, you gotta help us out. Give us some views, give us some thumbs up, share these videos. We really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. And we do have a bunch more content coming on this thing. So if you're enjoying the Supra, make sure you stay tuned. Hit the post notifications bell, guys. I really think you guys need to do that so that when the next upload goes live, you know exactly when we're here. But we're out for the night. Tomorrow's vlog will be all about doing the doors and the fenders. And also, one thing I didn't do tonight was tuck all of this into the belt there. It's a little difficult. It's a lot of work. It's very tedious. And I'll show you guys in tomorrow's vlog. We'll see you guys in the next one.